Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God.
But first off, Dave in Missouri disagrees, so he goes to the head of the line. Why do so many people from Missouri call who are actual Clinton supporters? Dave, what do you disagree with?
Well, hello, Alex. How's it going?
Is this the same guy that went by the name Smitty?
Well, you said first-time callers, and I tried to get through, and they hung up on me, so I had to call back and say that my name is Dave. So
you lied to get on air.
Well, Alex, you lie about everything that you say, so why wouldn't I lie to get on the air? I'm just, taking a cue from you, my friend.
Okay, well, we said first-time callers, but you're special. We want to start having you on via Skype. So you called in yesterday under the name Smitty. Go ahead, and what do you have to say about all this?
Well, first of all, is Joe Biggs really the best that you can possibly do? Out of everybody in the military, you pick Joe Biggs. This guy is a knuckle dragger. He probably has about, a 75 or 80 IQ. And it's pretty ridiculous that you would think that, first of all, it would be really difficult to get in. It shows, how good your show really is and how many people, really listen to your show. I think you have a few illusions of grandeur, Mr. Jones, first of all. Second of all, yeah, Joe Biggs, he's kind of a funny little guy. I love his profile picture on Facebook, though. It kind of looks like a little Boys to Men motif. And I think that maybe we should probably, go and you guys should start a boy band. I could probably be your producer if you wanted to. But you've got a lot of troop hating going on. And, why wouldn't you guys, people like you, be the number one terror threat if you, the way that you talk about how much...
That's right. The Tea Party has the lowest crime rate out there. Look it up for yourself. So we're bad. And, we like free market and private property and freedom. We're so evil. Joe is a really smart guy. And he was distinguished in the U.S. Army as an enlisted person and rose to the ranks very quick. And he's been wounded repeatedly in combat. And I like hanging out with him. And he's just a regular guy. He doesn't have a bunch of pretensions like you. And he's got courage. And so that's why I hired him, because he was the one that exposed the fact that they killed Hastings, and then everything he said turned out to be true. They murdered Michael Hastings, his friend. And I said, man, you've already going to school for journalism. You're about to graduate in RTF. Why don't you come down here and work for us? That's the kind of people I'm looking for, real, regular people. Okay, that's what we're looking for here, is people that don't say they're left or right, but that want freedom, and then you call in with a bunch of names because you're not a real liberal. You're a totalitarian on a power trip.
I'm absolutely a real liberal. What do you mean I'm not a real liberal?
No, the so-called liberals that are out there are overriding every major freedom we've got, power-grabbing everything. So you think it's good for the IRS to persecute the Tea Party and Christian groups?
Absolutely. Those are the biggest, most hateful groups that are out there. Why?
Listen, jackass, even if they were hateful, it's called the First Amendment. Do you understand selectively harassing people is the essence of tyranny?
So you're going to try and tell me that when a Republican gets in office, they're not going to do the exact same thing?
When Nixon did it, he had to leave office. Nixon did it, he left office. If Bush got caught doing this, he'd be out of office. I would absolutely be going after Bush for this. I did go after Bush.
Nixon is absolutely ancient history.
You are such a child. You think you get power because the Democratic Party commits all these crimes and like you're part of this big mafia and you feel tough. You're a totalitarian wannabe. You're not even one of the totalitarians. I want to hear you own galactically. You don't believe probably in spirituality. I want you to own the persecution. Say, God, if this is true, I don't want you to do it. I join with the persecution of the innocent. I think it's cute. So, because you own it. You want to be part of this, right? Skip the break. It's too important. Skip the break. We're skipping the break.
I don't believe. I believe in science.
You don't believe in right and wrong, so it's okay for you to persecute people. But when you get persecuted, it's persecution, and you whine. You're not even a moral relativist. You don't even have common sense or logic.
Mr. Jones, you are the funniest man on the radio. I laugh all the time when I listen to you because...
Listen to this. I laugh. All these attacks that are designed for weak-minded people to think he's winning the debate when you'd be thrown out of debate for what you're doing.
You would be thrown out of debate for cutting me off every time I try and get a sentence out of my mouth.
No,
sir.
every time you spew another serpent-laden, forked-tongue vomit basket. Okay, I tell you what, you got 2 minutes. Go ahead and spew more hatred to people.
All right, that sounds good. First of all, like I was saying, Joe Biggs, he kind of seems a little bit like a sissy, but I bet he would be a really good friend to me and my roommate, as, like I said, his Facebook picture is absolutely just fabulous. He looks really nice. And like I said, you as a 19-year-old, fabulous as well. You know, what are you going to do if Hillary doesn't get the nomination and then Elizabeth Warren does? Because you hate women so much, you're going to hate Elizabeth Warren too, and tell a bunch of lies about her as well, because you hate women. You hate Muslims, you hate women, you hate everybody who is not the exact same as you. And it's very transparent.
Well, here's the deal. Elizabeth Warren does have the big globalists behind her because they know Hillary's pretty much in trouble. And she's not as criminal as Hillary with her long record, but she's been flip-flopping on a lot of issues, and so I have a lot of problems with her. And there's no way that she would actually follow her policies that she claims she supports, because that's not what Wall Street wants. But I don't detest Elizabeth Warren, the senator, no. But it's because of her policies. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. I mean, that's a moral mind game, thinking women are weak-minded. That you say, I don't like women, so women are then going to say, I don't like Alex. This guy claims he likes me. You know, I mean, here's the deal. You don't know about the company of women, obviously. Joe Biggs and I do. So don't sit there and tell me what women want all day. I know what they want, believe me.
Are you kidding me? You think that I don't have plenty of female friends that are...
No, I mean, I bet you've got other fellow travelers that are isolated and don't have families and aren't happy and hate humanity and only like what isn't the standard genetic code of a mammal. I understand you are a revolutionary against humanity. Because you can't win within the paradigm of humanity that is the natural paradigm, so you construct artificial paradigms. No,
that's false. All I'm looking for is actual, real unity. I am...
Oh, unity. Yeah, that's right. Let's have the IRS go and seize the bank accounts of Christian groups and tell the military, you can't be in the Tea Party or evangelical Christian group or we will arrest you. Do you understand, sir, that that's like North Korea? Do you understand that's the opposite of classical liberalism, to tell the military that you can't be an evangelical Christian or that you can't be in the Tea Party? Do you support that?
Do you remember when the military...
Answer my question, you authoritarian.
I'm sorry, would you repeat the question, sir? I couldn't understand.
Is it good that Fort Hood told all of their Army soldiers you cannot go to a Tea Party event or be part of an evangelical group or you will be court-martialed?
Have those claims even been substantiated?
Sir, we got the document from Fort Hood. Fort Hood responded to the local paper and Fox News and basically defended it at first and then said we're going to withdraw it for now, and now it's back and it's in the news today. Hey, well, you support sicking the IRS on the Tea Party. You support sickening on libertarian think tanks. So is that where your tyranny stops? Do you support court-martialing people for their religious views? Answer the question. Answer the question!
No. Yeah. Would you stop screaming?
Answer the question! Answer it!
The answer is no. The answer is no. And here's the thing. I'm just going to try and settle down because you're kind of making me shake a little bit. So let me take a deep breath. Okay.
Is this for real?
What do you mean? Is this for real? How can you sit there and you if it's your opinion, it's okay. You're saying, oh,
no. My opinion is you can live however you want. Don't try to teach my 5-year-olds how to suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Oh my goodness. Would you start to class up a little bit? Give me a break.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on in the schools.
Yeah, you if only you knew how much it actually did go on in the schools and how much I was shaping the mind of the youth of today. And I'm
sure you shape it. When you get caught, you're going to get in some major trouble.
Oh, so now you're going to accuse me of things, and that's just ridiculous.
No, I'm not accusing you of anything. I meant like if you get caught, you're going to get trouble in the court of public opinion. Now go ahead and catch yourself. Tell us what you've done.
It's called Common Core. When we've implemented the new system to show people how to think for themselves, how to think independently, and not have to conform to the traditional methods of conditioning for just brainwashing. It's ridiculous. And
You're teaching them 2 + 2 = whatever you say. You're screwing them up. Yeah.
No, that's not true. That's an oversimplification of what's going on. It's a complete oversimplification of what we're teaching.
No, it's not.
We're teaching. Okay, so I can.
They've actually taught 2 + 2. They actually teach fuzzy math. What are you talking about?
No, we teach how to do math problems by not using the traditional methods of, writing them down on paper, carry the 1, carry the 2. You take away 10, you take away 70, and we show them how to, make it. Why would you want a school where you are criticized for getting a wrong answer?
So you are for getting rid of grades and getting rid of sports and getting rid of giving people achievement awards?
Well, nobody should have to feel like they are a loser. Alex.
All right, Dave. Listen, we got to schedule you for a full hour. If you're a real person, I don't know if I can trust you. You'd have to sign a non-disclosure form to come down here. I may send a crew up there to interview you if you're for real. I got to go. I got to get to Stephen and Nancy and Rick and Mario. I apologize you've been holding so long before our guest joins us. God, these people, if he's for real, I've run into him on the street. He probably is for real. They're worse than that down at UT, man. I tell you, these people, if society collapses, God help us. These people don't even know how to wipe their rear ends. And I'm not kidding. I mean, they are just gone. They are gone. Their parents were already weak, and they're giant hordes of stupid control freaks trying to dominate greater people. Anyways, Def Hahn in New York, and Nancy, Rick, Mario, and others, thanks for holding. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, my goodness. All right, I know you were questioning if that guy was a real loser or a fake loser, but no, he's a real loser. I went to high school with these kids, and that's how that's exactly how they act. See, you got him because I know loser Dave is still listening, he's still talking about him, but you got him when he said, oh, hang on, let me take a deep breath, because what happens is this. They know that, see, he got the sense that, wait a minute, if what this guy is saying is true, then he has to drop on my whole entire argument. So what they do is this. When you do tell them something, that they actually might come to their senses and be like, wait a minute, no, I actually do think that is wrong, but I don't want to believe what you're saying because I just already want to write you off as... And so
that's why he says, oh, I don't know if that's even true. But then he's already saying he wants to basically arrest the Tea Party.
Yeah, and in the sense, his whatever soul is still left in him kind of jumps out and says, wait a minute, hang on, what he just said is actually wrong. Maybe Alex Jones is right. Maybe that is a problem. Maybe that is something that I should look into. But then just the whole evil side that he's been brainwashed with, no, come on, don't think that. Then you're going to get that credit, and then it's going to sound credible, and then your whole argument's going to fall on top of itself. So these kind of kids, they grew up, see, Dave, you moron, you have to understand you're a new breed of liberalism. See, you weren't like the original liberals that Alex Jones was trying to tell you. Now what they're breeding is these new liberals where everyone's a victim. You're always a victim. So what do?
They're victims, but they're elite and wear a mantle of royal robes.
Exactly.
That they're intellectuals and you're not. And all they do is go, you're racist, I'm intellectual. You're racist, I'm intellectual. Joe Biggs is a knuckle dragger. You're a trailer trash. I'm an elitist. You're scum. And it's just like...
And in translation, what they're saying is, oh, you're a bully and I'm a victim. You're a bully and I'm a victim. So in their mind, they think that they're always right because as long as they call you the bully, then they're still the innocent victim, the innocent bystander.
Well, I'll tell you, Stephen, you're quite the philosopher. You ought to launch a YouTube channel or something and describe this new mutated totalitarian that thinks it's liberal. How do they not know that they're totalitarians? How do they not know that they're not even what they think they are?
Because we grew up very spoiled. Because I can already tell that kid probably grew up on the East Coast somewhere, maybe in the Midwest, but probably on the East Coast, or maybe even on another coast like in Cali. The point is this: those kids, they're very spoiled. You have to think of like the spoiled kid who's rich, who never really ran into a gang member, who never really got into a confrontation. They never got into a confrontation with the government, where the government is treating them wrong. See, you're at least smart enough to have read books and understand that I almost cursed, to understand that this stuff happens. Now, unfortunately, these kids, they've been brainwashed that they're a victim. They've, I mean, this is a new breed of kids, man, and I'm seeing it because, you know,
They're these entitled, spoiled brats that think they owe you something, and usually they're white, and they come up to you and say, we've got to get rid of all the white people. You're a racist, and you're just standing there. You've done nothing. And you go, well, I don't want to abort the black people. And they go, oh, yeah, they're, yeah, whatever. I mean, they just have no... I mean, I tell you, people think the Mark Dice videos are fake. We've been out there. They're real. People think ours are fake. No. We'll talk to 10 trendies, and 9 of them will say, let's kill babies up to age 5. Or let's put gun owners in slave camps. And then as long as you say for Obama. I mean, it's just... And then they have the papers all over the country write about our abortion video saying it must not have been real. Or they went and found one woman who said, yes, abort the baby. She goes, well, I didn't really mean it. Because they're kind of having that moment of truth with themselves going, wow, we really do want to kill kids up to age 5 now, and we really want to put people in forced labor camps, but Jones is a kook because he got us to say it. No, you said it. Look in the mirror. Thank you so much, Stephen. I'm going to push my guest back about 5-6 minutes. I know he's great, got breaking news, but I've got to finish these callers. I'm going to talk to Rick, Mario, Nancy, and others when we come back. Stay with us. We're going to go bam, bam, bam.